Howdy folks, welcome back to Vintage Story. It's still raining outside, so we're going to make some juice. I'd say about half of the berry bushes were ripe, so been making some blueberry juice here. Just took the mash out. And let's see, that bucket's empty. Then I've got some blackberries to process. So I ended up with 44.69 liters of blueberry juice, and that's fresh for 20 days. So I think I'll wait. I'll top off that barrel. Should have some more blueberries coming ripe, I think. So we got the fruit press here, and all we got to do is put berries in it and squeeze. So you end up with a dry blueberry mash, which I think you could feed to pigs. Does it say? Doesn't say what animals. It says some animals. I may just let it turn into rot, use it for fertilizer, but let's go ahead and get some cranberries going. So if you haven't used the fruit press before, it's fairly easy to make. You shift H on it. The new thing in this 1.2.0 patch is you have to make a rod. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Then you just get your berries and you right click. It'll hold 32. Then you right click on the thing. Gotta hold it down until it squeezes all the way. Forgot to double check to see how much total juice it was going to make. Was it over 10? You can see on the top there it tells you how much your container has and how much the mash will produce. It looks like it produces 10 liters. So we should be good to go. Just keep holding right click till that screws all the way down, and then just let it drain everything out. Yeah, there we go, 10 to 10. Nice. I think the blueberry was more than 10. I kept having to switch buckets halfway through. Not squeeze all the way. So, I don't know. I was reading it wrong, or it makes more than 10, so just be aware of that. So if we put 32 berries in there. Yeah, it does say exactly 10, so we're good. I have to try to remember to check the blueberries next time. Then let the mash run all the way out, and there we go. Then just right click once and it'll spin that back out. Grab your mash, grab your bucket. And let's go put this in barrel. We're going to turn this into wine eventually. There we go, 20 liters of cranberry juice. And that's all there is to it. That's what we're doing today. We're juicing. It's 2 in the morning. It's raining outside. It's a good time to juice. Let's see. We have 51 more cranberries. Let's get those put in. And it'll make 10 liters. All right. Again, just hold right click. You can stop this at any time if you have too much juice. Once it stops, we just let it all drain out. Right click once to pop it back up. Right click on here to grab your mash. There we go. We got another bucket. Grab that one, put that one there. Just juice the rest of these. So that's going to make 5.94. I may have just misread the blueberries. I'm sure that they are all the same. So the math works out. What's interesting, it's not quite squeezing it all out. It says it will produce 0.01. Yeah, that may be a bug. Doesn't seem to want to squeeze the last little bit out. Oh well. It does just say it's regular mash. Yeah, that's got some in it. All right, let's go dump this in, and then we got some blackberries. You know, not quite a full barrel. So the way I understand it, once you have the barrels, you seal them up and then it makes wine eventually. What's going on here? Why is it being weird? It's not squeezing. Why are you not squeezing? Something bug out? Okay, there it goes. Weird. Maybe the fruit press is buggy sometimes. I call these blackberries, but they're black currant. Alright, we need a new bucket. You're the one with, yeah, you're the one with currant juice in it. Got it. This one gonna squeeze down alright? Looks like it is. Yeah, there we go. And we got our black currant juice. Go in there. It's almost clear. And I had a few of the white currant bushes, but there's not enough to really make much. So I'll probably just bake those into a pie or something. And actually, I see I've got some red currant left that I missed. All right, make sure there's a bucket in there, or your juice will just disappear. I found that out the hard way. I've done a full squeeze before and forgot to put the bucket in. It doesn't even make a mess, it just disappears. See, that one's not squeezing all the way out either. That's interesting. It must just be a bug. All right, and we do have a decent amount of red. Do a whole bucket full. Yeah. So we can get, if not a full barrel of the red currant, we can get it close. Getting a little hungry here. We have a little snack while we're squeezing. Oh, that's cranberry. Slightly different. Okay, it does have a little bit in it. The black one looks empty. All right, so that is the black. Is the red. That's cranberry. There we go. Now we got our 4 main juices that we're growing. And we might as well squeeze these 3 out. Almost a whole liter of juice in there. Yeah, some of these just don't quite empty out. For the red currant juice. There we go. I guess while I'm down here, we should go ahead and eat. I have nope, I don't have a crock ready to go. So we got 97 days, we got years. You need to eat up some of this 97-day stuff. Okay, you're 97. You're going to be 90. Oh, the 94. There we go. Gotta do a little sleuthing. Figure out which one I want. That is a red meat stew with boiled turnip. Delicious. All right, it's 5:30 in the morning. Is it raining out? It might actually not be raining for a change. That would be awesome. Yeah, we got that out. I think what I'll do is put the mash out here so it can rot quicker. I thought I had a reed. Oh, I used my reed basket for a trap, didn't I? We should get a reed basket. I think those will rot quicker when they're outside. Or reed chest, I guess. Yeah, I don't have anything in there. Let me double check that. Do I have any more up here? I think I may have used my last one for a trap. It's clay. It's kind of miscellaneous stuff. Reminds me that this miscellaneous stuff can go up there. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have any reed stuff anymore. Put you guys up there. I could just make a reed chest. It's not a big deal. Was it that? Yeah, there we go. We'll just throw the reeds back in there. Got plenty of those. Let's put this outside, and I think if it's not in a cellar, it's got a pretty decent rot rate. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that. Yeah, it's just like 0.97, so... I guess it's the same as the storage vessel, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll use this as our designated rot bucket. There we go. I got the sneezes this morning. Had to do a little mute there. Is it... It's actually not raining. Like it could rain. It's amazing. So let's just let's go do some other miscellaneous stuff. If you remember last episode, we were building the canal. I got all those cattails. So I got those planted here in my cattail patch. So that's going well. This silly rabbit still refuses to get in the trap. There's a nice juicy carrot there. Apparently she was pregnant when she got in here because there's also a baby rabbit running around. Neither one of them will get in that trap for some reason. It's a perfectly succulent carrot. Got a few more bushes here. That one, yeah, ripened in less than a day. So that's about it for the berry harvest. So let's go squeeze this last little bit, and then I think we'll seal up those barrels, the black and the cranberry. We'll seal those up. Although, that was a cranberry bush, though, wasn't it? Okay, maybe we'll wait one more day. The barrel doesn't have to be full, but it would be nice. Close door. Close. Okay, we do have a bucket in there. Had to screw that about all the way down before it squeezed. Nice little detail. So I did ask on the Reddit about the roosters killing each other, and yeah, that is a thing, kind of like I thought. So that's another nice little detail. A lot of times you do have to separate roosters IRL, or they'll be fighting. It usually doesn't end in death, but so you can't really show an injured rooster in Vintage Story. Alright, last little bit. Let's go put these in the barrels. Remember right, this was the blackcurrant? This was the cranberry, right? Yep. Okay, so we're not going to get much more black, so let's... Yeah, we'll turn into blackcurrant wine after 7 days. So let's seal that up. I think we're good on the blueberry, so let's seal that up. We got a little bit more cranberry coming. And not a ton of the red, so I might just wait. It's good for 20 days. I might wait and see if we run across some more bushes out in the wild. And of course we got a little bit of honey there. I just did a massive honey harvest, so we've got Beeswax out the wazoo. I ate a bunch of the honey to get my fruit up. Alright, let's put a bucket there. Put that bucket back under there. We did not grab the mash, so we'll grab that. And we need to go do some harvesting. I believe the rye is ready. That over. It's going to bother me if it's not in that spot. Alright, we got strong tannin. Get that coming through. We have one prepared hide of the large variety. And then we got 70 liters of lime water left, and then that's it. That's it. That's the end of it. So we got 8 liters. Is that enough to do a large hide? Let's see if that's enough to do the large. Yep. So that'll turn into 3 leather. And we got the 4 little guys due at some point, and we got these as well. So we have 12. That should be enough to do a large, right? Yep, there we go. Throw the... That's a small hide. Let's just wait. It doesn't have a perish once it's in that state. So it'll be fine. Yeah, little oak tree sprung up. That one sprung up. It didn't spring up quite as big, so I guess it's kind of random. Because this came out of nowhere. Guess that's going to be a big one. Some of our pine trees down here have sprouted. I kind of wish they would grow a little slower. It's really odd to go from sapling to that overnight. But it is what it is. We got mature turnips as well, so we might as well just grab them. Get all the stuff. Hey Ram, how's it going? Trying to find him a girlfriend and no luck yet. Okay, gather all this up. Those are carrots. Carrots are... yeah, there's still a few growing, so we'll let that be. And we got a little bit of mature rye over here. Got that. How are these onions? Onions are looking good. Grab those up. Oh man, more thunder? If that came through on the video, it's definitely rumbling. There we go. I saw some mature turnips. Those, you're not quite ready. Flax is looking good. The weeds are taking over. You can do though is when you have your scythe, you hit F, you can go to remove grass. It will completely remove it. Just want to be careful. This does like a 3x3 square. Make sure you're not doing too much. Oh, I had a little guy out there in the way. Grass doesn't hurt anything. I just like to keep the garden cleaned up. Much easier than weeding in real life. Oh, I didn't have a backup knife. Thought I did. Okay, we have... this stuff all in the middle here is pretty good. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and plant some grain. We got a lot of chickens to feed. Got a lot of rice seeds. Let's do it. And harvest you. I think we can get another grain harvest done. This is the most efficient for watering your soil, but it's not the most efficient for harvesting. But not for harvesting with the scythe. Alright, we got 13 more of these. Let's do it. Here we go. Got one lonely little spelt. Throw that down. Alright, all planted and ready to go. Some of these carrots are ready, so let's grab the carrots that are ready to go. Kitty cat's down here meowing. I don't know what she wants. What do you want, cat? Trying to record a video. Alright, more carrot there. Not a lot of difference visually between the 6 and the 7. We'll let them go ahead and finish growing. Okay, I think, let's just run through and make sure we got all our seeds. I think we're good on seeds. So that should be, yeah, that's all the seeds. We got a bunch of rye. Very nice. Sure all the chickens are down there. I kind of hate to waste rye on the chickens. I'd rather use flax, but I don't have flax right now, and I want to get my chickens up. And yeah, I'm not sure. I don't have a good way to separate the pullets with this setup. Need to figure out something different maybe, but so I may end up with no roosters. We'll see. They keep killing each other. A rooster in there somewhere? It's a little hard to tell. Well, hopefully... Oh, yeah, there goes a rooster. Hopefully one hatches out. Alright, you guys play nice. Okay, what else we got going on? I didn't show my rabbit pen. This is the rabbit pen. I've got one little male rabbit in there. I'm trying to find him a friend. Like I said, they absolutely refuse to go in this trap. Let's go in the trap. Are you too smart? Kind of wish you could just grab them. I know there's mods where you can pick up animals in baskets, but I'm not running that mod on this playthrough. Okay, well, I'm going to go put my grain up, and I think that'll do it for this one. Not a terribly long episode. Just wanted to get some of the squeeze process in here for those that weren't aware of the fruit process. It's a good way to preserve your fruit and have that available over the winter time. I do have flax. Forgot. Thought I'd used that all on the chickens. Oops. Alright, we got veggies and you, so we'll throw some more carrots in there. We do not onions. Put those in there. Yeah, we're doing just fine on the veggies. Gonna be in good shape. Throw some miscellaneous stuff in there. That'll work. I guess I could make some white currant pie real quick. Fresh for 3 days. I don't have any dough left over, do I? Let's go grind some spelt flour, and I'll just go make some pies real quick to finish out the episode. And I'll also show you the updated windmill setup back here. So I went ahead and redid the axle, so we're driving of course it's a light breeze. So we're now driving the big wheel here directly, so it makes things a lot faster. The downside is I don't have another angled gear, so I keep having to switch this one. Need to go build myself another angled gear. Not sure I have the fat to do that. Might have to do some hunting. Yeah, so the breeze has died down completely. Figures. Well, I'll just throw that in there. It could be making some flour, and I guess I'll make some pie next time. Let me give it just a minute. I'm gonna put a cut in here. See if we can get some breeze going. Get a little flour made, and we'll make some pie. If not, I'll be back and we'll close out the video. Well, there's not much breeze, so decided to make some tools while I wait. I could use some tools. You make a chisel, another shovel. Wouldn't hurt to make another hammer. So heating up some bismuth bronze. There we go, nice and white hot. So let's make a chisel. Here we go, bronze chisel. There we go. I did some by hand. Of course, it's gonna be all weird now because I rotated it. The auto doesn't really honor the rotation. After 30 years in IT using a mouse and keyboard, I could use a break on the fine wrist movements. So pardon me for using a mod for that. Alright, let's grab that guy. Let's go ahead and let's just make another hammer here real quick. Yeah, hammerhead. Those are pretty straightforward. Here, I'll do this one by hand. Let's see. So we need to move material this way. I think. That, yeah, that won't move that direction, so I have to move these down. I can move the other stuff over. That will work. Oops, that's the wrong button. Then we can move that down. A little out of practice here. We'll move that over. There we go. Then we need to move this guy over. Goes over like that. And then we can get this guy up. Over. This guy up. Whoops. Oh, fat fingers. They need the big guy keyboard edition. I don't have giant hands, but big enough to be a pain sometimes. All right. Let's go up. Just need to knock those off, I think. Ta-da! There we go. I made something by hand. Aren't you proud? Alright, let's grab one of those. And we could use a shovel head, which is... where? Shovel, shovel, shovel. Shovel? Nope. I'm staring right at it, I'm sure. I feel really... oh, yeah, there it is. I'm like, it's got to be right here. And I don't have any tame animals yet, but it might not hurt to have a cleaver ready to go. So I could make one of those as well. Although an axe would probably be handier. Let's just go ahead and make another axe. Then we'll see how much flour we got. So with the gear for speed now, it doesn't take nearly as much wind to grind well. And then we got the dual windmills, so it still has somewhat decent torque. Problem with a single windmill and going for speed is you often don't have enough torque to get any work done. Here we go. And I should have, yeah, I've got a few sticks back here for making tools. So we'll get our, actually, can I make an axe with a bone handle? No, that's just for the flint. Okay. And we got a shovel. And we got a hammer. Here we go. Alright, we'll throw the hammer up there. Keep the rest of the stuff in my inventory. And we'll grab that back up. And let's see. Yeah, so even with just a fresh or moderate breeze, yeah, we're grinding pretty good with the new gearing setup. Oh yeah, we got all kinds of flour. Alright, let's go make some pie. And we'll call this an episode. Go ahead and get our oven fired up. While we're mixing the dough. And I think, is it 4 dough to make a pie? I should be able to make a couple pies. So I get, yeah, I'll just go ahead and make that. Make 10. That should do it. Bucket back over there, and then here we go. Yeah, 2, and then let's get our white currant, and we'll throw a crust on top. And I am out of knives. A spare knife in there? I don't. I've got spare knives upstairs. We'll go grab one. There we go. I try to keep the basic tools up there, ready to rock. And then, is it right click? Yeah, we just right click. We'll do that lattice. That looks fun. All right, there we go. We'll get that pie bacon. Bacon. Bacon for breakfast this morning. The lovely Mrs. Gerbo made some homemade cinnamon rolls and bacon. Bacon. All right, there we go. That pie is ready. That one is cooking. We got a couple of the currants left over. We'll just munch on those. There we go. And I don't know if I have enough heat left, but I'll see. Maybe we could bake some bread after these pies. Yeah, that one's up to part baked, so it's coming along. You can see it rising in the oven. It's pretty cool. We use the old zoom button. Get this one ready to toss in there. What is the bake temperature in Fahrenheit? Doesn't say. Sweet. Oh, white currant pie. There we go. Throw that in there, and it's good for 20 days or so. I guess it rises before it's part baked too. A little bit. Neat. Is it like watching a pot boil? Watch pot never boils. Watch pie never bakes. We're part baked. We're good to go. 392. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to bake the. I'm gonna be able to bake the bread. So we'll throw the dough in the cellar here. Painter on the end is bread stuff. It's fresh for a little while in there. Make some more spelt flour. It's just back there grinding away. So there we go. Another pie baked up. So 4 firewood is good for 2 pies, it looks like. There we go. And that's fresh for a good 2 months. So I think that'll do it for this one. We're going to end where we began, here in the kitchen. Thanks as always for watching, folks. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.